August 7, 1942, Guadalcanal, Solomon Islands. The dawn shimmered over a restless Pacific as 11,000 United States Marines stormed ashore in what would become the first major Allied offensive against Japan. Operation Watchtower was underway, but beyond the roar of naval guns and the clash of jungle combat, another weapon quietly emerged. One not forged from steel, but shaped by the human voice itself. The Marines faced a unique and deadly challenge. In the dense tropical jungle, visibility dropped to mere feet. Japanese infiltrators often spoke English and sometimes wore captured American uniforms. At night, in the black silence of the rainforest, how could sentries tell friend from foe? The answer, incredibly, lay in the pronunciation of a single letter L. Technical Sergeant James W. Hurlbut, a Marine combat correspondent, landed with the assault force and later recalled a simple yet brilliant security practice. Passwords always included the letter L. Japanese infiltrators, whose language lacked that sound, struggled to pronounce it correctly. What began as a desperate field improvisation soon became standard procedure across the island. The linguistic insight was rooted in science, though the Marines didn't need a linguistics degree to see its value. Japanese has only one liquid sound, a blend between R and L. English, by contrast, distinguishes them sharply. So when a Marine challenged an unknown soldier with a word like Lollapalooza, a real infiltrator might respond with a telltale Roraraparuza. That instant slip could be fatal. By August 8th, Marines had captured the Japanese-built Lunga airfield, renamed Henderson Field, which became the campaign's lifeline. Night after night, Japanese troops crept through the jungle, seeking to sabotage or infiltrate the perimeter. Sentries had to make split-second life-or-death decisions, and language became the final line of defense. Traditional identification failed under these conditions. Documents could be forged, uniforms stolen, passwords overheard. But pronunciation, that could not be faked under pressure. Even English-educated Japanese soldiers betrayed themselves when forced to speak quickly or in fear. A single misplaced sound could expose an entire infiltration attempt. To understand why, linguists later explained, the Japanese tongue touches the roof of the mouth to make their R, unlike the English L, where air flows along the sides. For native Japanese speakers, the two sounds merge into one. Even after years of English study, most cannot reliably separate them in rapid speech. The Marines had unknowingly weaponized phonetics. While one journalist claimed the specific password Lollapalooza was used, only Hurlbut's account is confirmed by naval archives. Whether myth or fact, the principle was real. American forces deliberately used words with L's as a shibboleth, a test drawn straight from the pages of the Bible's Book of Judges, where pronunciation determined survival. As battles raged, Tanaru River, Edson's Ridge, Henderson Field, the Marines' hold on Guadalcanal was tested nightly. Japanese soldiers crawled through jungle brush, whispering in English to mimic Marines. Sometimes they got close enough to call out, "Hold your fire! We are Marines!" But one sentry reportedly replied, "No Marine talks like that," and fired. The linguistic password test became a vital but understated part of perimeter defense. It worked precisely because it accessed something humans cannot consciously control: the deep, automatic patterns set in childhood language learning. Under stress, the tongue reveals the truth. Beyond the tactical brilliance, the story also reflects the complex reality of war. Thousands of Japanese-American soldiers, Nisei linguists trained at the Military Intelligence Service Language School, served loyally for the U.S., translating captured documents and interrogating prisoners. Their perfect English meant they easily passed such tests, proving that language, not ethnicity, defines identity. The Guadalcanal campaign lasted 6 brutal months. By February 1943, Japan had lost 31,000 men. The Marines' innovation in field security, alongside their determination in combat, secured the first major Allied victory in the Pacific. From then on, the Empire of Japan fought defensively. Decades later, linguists studied the L test to understand why it worked. Research showed Japanese adults who had lived in the U.S. for 12 years still struggled to distinguish R from L in rapid speech. The Marines had discovered, through necessity, a linguistic truth scientists would later confirm in laboratories. Pronunciation testing never became a Pacific-wide program, but its success at Guadalcanal shaped later security systems. During D-Day in Europe, Allied troops used flash and thunder, words chosen because German speakers found their sounds difficult. The principle was universal. Let language reveal the imposter. For all its simplicity, the L test stands as a symbol of wartime ingenuity. It caused no harm, required no technology, and saved lives through the science of speech. In the dark jungles of Guadalcanal, where gunfire, exhaustion, and fear ruled the night, a single letter became the difference between life and death. Today, the story of the Guadalcanal language test remains a testament to human adaptability. It shows how knowledge, even of something as small as a sound, can turn the tide of war. The Marines who stood watch at Henderson Field may never have thought of themselves as linguists, but through necessity, they became pioneers of linguistic warfare, and their quiet innovation still echoes across history.